Alright, guys, so. Alright. I gotta get a shirt on. Because I don't want to be recording very inappropriately like this. That's how I walk around the house, but when I'm at school, I have to wear a shirt because that's what they say. You have to wear a shirt at school. Alright. Now I'm not naked anymore. Now, yeah, this is my Japanese VHS collection, and look at this unbelievable amount. Yeah, I can't believe how many I own. Yeah. Bonus, I'm getting 6 more in the mail. Yeah. When I do a collection of this next time, there will be about 3 rows. I'm not joking. Yeah. Most of these are Japanese dubs. Some of these are bilinguals, and one is subtitled. But I have about 5 Japanese dubs arriving in the mail, and one more subtitled version to add to the Japanese VHS collection. Oh yeah, I actually have 2 because I forgot about this 8th one is subtitled, and it's the only movie I have that I don't have its dubbed version of. And yeah. So let's get started. Alright, first one, I got this one back in like July, but you know what? We're gonna go from order when I got them. This is my very first one, because I was thinking it would be that Cars one, which you obviously saw I did not have yet, but it's Lion King, though. Found this for only $9 in November 2024. So yeah, I've had this about like 2 years now. Right. Here's the tape end label. And the time was printed, no. And this was released in 1995 or 1996. Yeah, mine's kind of, yeah, I've seen copies of this, the opening to this VHS online, with it having the Rescuers Down Under trailer, but this one does not, weirdly. But I'm planning to get a subtitled version very soon, and it might have the Rescuers Down Under trailer. Next one we got is one that I got because I love one of the characters so much. And that is Disney's Mulan. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Lion King is Japanese dub. Oh yeah, I think I did. Mulan's also Japanese dub. When it has the red triangle up here, which obviously the later ones don't, and where it has this red thing right here, that means it's dub. If it's yellow right here and there, and the triangle, and this is yellow, it's bilingual. But if the triangle is green, it's subtitled. Yeah. I forgot to show you. I got to rewind this one, because I watched it. I watched this twice since I got it. Because I'm trying to collect every single Disney VHS in Japanese. Yes, every single one. Including the sequels and stuff. I don't have very many sequels, but I almost got one of them, which was 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure, and stuff. Mickey's Twice Upon Christmas. Yeah, a ton of other ones. Almost got a lot one time, but I couldn't because it was on, McCurry. And yeah. But this next VHS was in that lot, and it was bilingual, and this one's bilingual, and it was on it. But I had to trim out, but you'd see it'll be trimmed a bit, because I put it in a different case, because I thought I was going to use its original case as, something else. But that's the movie Pinocchio. Sorry, trimmed it out a bit, but I'm not giving you a hint of which movie it is subtitled, but It's one of the first 10 that is, I'm going to show you in this video that will be. Alright. Next up we have here's, I believe this was my fourth one, I believe this is my fourth one, but it's the Japanese, Pinocchio's bilingual. This is a Japanese dub. As you can see, it's red here, and red up here. Got this, I forgot to say the price on Mulan. That one is $9, and Pinocchio was like 14 or something. That's probably one of the most expensive ones I bought during that time, and yeah. But next up, yeah. The next one is my very first Pixar one, and it's got ton of inserts, and that was Monsters Inc. This is my first newer one, it's Japanese dub, and this is one of them that, and I have unfortunate news. This one got eaten up. Yeah, on the day when I got it in the mail, I was gonna enjoy it until I couldn't because it got eaten. It got eaten up in one of my VCRs. I'm gonna show you. Not show that. Ton. Yep, here's the left side. Now I want to look at Celia for obvious reasons. I'm not going to tell you why, but yeah. I do not want to look at Celia's face for... Oh, no. I'm not going to look at that face for obvious reasons. It's kind of a funny thing. Alright. I'm going to show 2 at a time next because this was a movie and a sequel. This is probably one of the first sequels I got on Japanese VHS, and this. And they're both yeah, I got them in like a lot, and they are the Disney's Rescuers. This is one of my more rare ones, and Rescuers Down Under. Here's the Rescuers. Here's Disney's The Rescuers. Bought the Monsters Inc. for $24. This is one for $4 plus 21 shipping. Wonder Woman Dimensions with 8 bush. Tape. End label. Some of these Japanese VHS end labels smell like a hospital. Comes with yeah, they came with production notes and stuff. Looking for the brave little toaster, by the way. Yeah. Sorry about that. And I'm also looking for this fox now. But there's a bilingual for $85, which I don't want to spend on. And look. Yeah, that is... We love Pooh. Yep. I'm gonna get Dumbo very soon, because it's probably... Here's these. Yep. Because there's so many releases for Dumbo in Japan that the reason why I don't have it is because there were so many releases and I'm still struggling on which one to get. And I'm also getting like one of the more older ones. But yeah. Here's the tape and label. Get Rescuers now. That's the Rescuers Down Under. And when I was rewinding this in the VCR, that like crinkles tapes, film strips when I rewinded it, and I didn't expect it, but it was crinkling up the film strip. And that was during the Japanese text screen of death at the end. And I forgot to tell you that the Rescuers and the Rescuers Down Under are both dubbed. Or if I did. Alright. After that, we have one of my last ones in ABC order. That's Tarzan. I was gonna get a dub, and one of the 6 was gonna be like a dubbed release, but I couldn't get it because of how I was worried it was gonna charge a bit. Here's the label. Yep, that. in film strip, I gotta rewind this one because I was looking at the opening and closing. Smells of chalk. The label smells of the hospital. It's not in this case. Alright. Hercules. Sorry, spoil, but this one's bilingual, as you can see. I was also gonna get the dubbed version, but did not. Alright. And then after that... Oh yes, this next film here is literally, one of the characters is literally my profile picture. And this movie has one of the characters is my actual wife. No. Yeah. The character that I really wanting to marry. If I ever try to teleport to her world. And I chat, and this is like my number one character of all time. Even though people say this is terrible, even though people say this character is disrespectful, I do think she's lovely. I think she's beautiful, but it's Oliver and Company. This character here, Georgette, my wife. Hate that character. Yeah, these are all dicks. But that guy's good. I love her. Oh, these two are not dicks. They're just normal. But this is a bit of dick. More of the dick and a full dick. I'm sorry. Sorry, Rita, Dodger lovers, or Tito lovers. But it's just opinion. And you gotta live through others' opinions. The label smells about like a hospital, but it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, and I also forgot to put the next tape in within this one. I got this in a lot on eBay last year in last June, and it also came with this. This Oliver Company is dubbed. The Oliver Company is a dub. This is a dub. Doesn't smell like a hospital. I'm just gonna leave prices alone now because I forgot. Yep. Lady and the Tramp's a very good one. Except the bottom of the case is a bit. Well, I'm just gonna slide this up. Yeah. Lady and the Tramp is. And 1D6 was almost going to be like the original release for 91 or whatever as a Japanese dub, because I'm not playing with bilinguals around here, and I believe this was the last one before. Yeah, I do not know if Lady and the Tramp or Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure had a Japanese VHS release in 2006, but I don't think they did. I know Cars did, Chicken Little did, but yeah. I didn't know I spoiled one of the names or not, Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright, then after that I got... This is my very first Japanese VHS that I finally replaced the bilingual version with. And that's the dubbed version for Pinocchio. The reason why I have two copies is because one is dubbed and one is subtitled. No, I meant one is dubbed and one is bilingual. I'm sorry. And this one's gotta have the weirdest reels out of them all. Because, yeah, that's what most Japanese tapes are. But they're reels back in the 90s, early 90s. And on eBay, I seen listings for Japanese, where these Japanese Ryan Keppen's VHSs of Jungle Book, which both had that same exact tape shelf for it. And someone listed a dubbed and subtitled version on there. Yeah. Alright, then after that came these next two tapes. Obviously, I'm sure that, yeah, I got these both. These were not in a lot, but I ordered these both at the same, like a week from each other, but arrived in the same exact package. Arrived in the same packaging. The same package. And that's Disney's Aladdin in Japanese dub. Yep. And also I got Disney's Aladdin: The Return of Jafar. This is my only copy of the 2005 VHS of Return of Jafar. But I wish I had the American one also. This is the Japanese version of that release. I didn't order this from Japan. It looks like it's something I did, but it did not. Bought that for $10. And no, I didn't pay like $700 or something like that for it. Yep, it's got other inserts. It's got The Incredibles in it. Just, yeah. And I was like trying to, and I did see The King of Thieves from 2006 on there, but I'm waiting for that listing to come back. It went off eBay, and I know the seller Hermboland. I buy a lot of his stuff from, like he doesn't like some of his stuff don't go sold because he like takes stuff offline off his account when he posts new stuff. Probably it's a maximum amount. Then when got things selling off, he puts more stuff on. So I probably made him like buy more stuff, because I bought 3 tapes from that guy. Yeah, $893, which I'm not telling you what they are, but you'll see when they arrive. Next one here is Disney's Snow White in the Japanese dub. This one's a rare one. Oh wait. What was after? Yes. This is like one of the last Black Diamonds ever. One of the last few. Yeah. Alice in Wonderland Japanese dub. It didn't have these reels. Yeah, because I did shell swap and I tried, but yeah, this was actually a show for what one of the next ones I'm gonna show next, and I had to rewrite the label and everything. I'm sorry if you guys get mad about it, but I really did try, or if I ever get another copy in a lot, I might get rid of this one. Yeah, but I'm just gonna, but yeah, that's, yeah. Alright, next one here is Disney No, these are my first Warner Brothers tapes in Japanese. Both these are dubbed versions. This is a sell version. This is a rental. Here's the yeah. This is Sorcerer's Stone, and yeah. This is Sorcerer's Stone is the only one I own in slipcase. Of Japanese tapes. Because I wish the cassettes or the cases fit in those, like, protected case things, but they don't. And Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is the only one that's gonna fit in this case. Yep. So that it doesn't get damaged. And here's this. And I had to replace the lid because it was broken with with a broken copy of Pollyanna. And at the beginning, the tape's damaged. There are 3 things. First off, the lid was broken. Second of all, the film strip was very damaged at the beginning. And the third thing, it was moldy a bit, but... And the fourth thing, I can't replace. The case is all wet up, was having moisture and stuff. So yeah, that's what caused the mold. But I'm glad that I yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, and go check out this video I have on YouTube, which will premiere at like 5:30, 5 o'clock, I believe, in the morning. Because if you guys, tomorrow, I forgot school is not tomorrow, but if you guys have Saturday school, watch my next video that I have uploading tomorrow. At like 5 in the morning, or whatever. Was it 5 or 5:30? I guess it was 5, pretty much. Next up is the cassette shell that I used for the Alice and the reels from Alice. That's Disney's Pocahontas. It's the Japanese dub. Yep, those were the original reels, but I might switch them back one day. I'm definitely going to switch them back one day, because that'd be rude. That was rude. Alright. Yeah, I got that for the Harry Potter stuff. Other than, yeah, and that was pretty much it until I bought this next one. Yes, here it is. I bought Disney's, Cinderella. Yeah, this one's getting a bit rare on eBay now. Bought this for, like, only, only for, like, 16 bucks. From Retro Games Japan. I bought a lot of his stuff from him. And, yeah. That is kind of neat. And then next came, this just been a little bit too rare to find on eBay, this next one, but it's not even that rare to find on eBay anymore. And that is Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, there's a one from an American seller for 20 bucks. And I did one of the most stupidest things ever. I think this was for like $20 plus 20 shipping from Japan. It was like 40 plus 20 bucks ships from Japan. And I've been looking for this all October. And that was Beauty and the Beast. I'm just so happy I own this one now. I got this one like the day before Halloween. It's one of my more amazing ones I own. I'm just happy I own Beauty and the Beast. happy I own this Japanese VHS of Beauty and the Beast. I'm just love it. It's one of my 5 favorites. Then next we have is, this is like my first and only Christmas one, which you guys pretty much know because from a hint from earlier pretty much. And that was Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Yeah, I almost got Twice Upon a Christmas on McCurry, but my dad couldn't sign in McCurry, and yeah, hopefully you can sign in again someday. And I think, if you like sign in again, like, if you like, when something tells you to sign in again, you just, like, keep doing it until give up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do in a few months. Is I'm gonna, like, alright, we're gonna try to sign in McCurry again, because I saw that listing was still on eBay. And if we can sign in, we can hopefully get the lot finally, and yeah. And then, yeah, $24 rather than finding $80 lots of 10 on eBay. And finding $24 of 30 on McCurry, and yeah. I wish my dad was able to sign into McCurry, but he couldn't. Just, yeah. Alright, this next tape I tried to get in November, but I kept being a dumbass in school and I couldn't get it, but that was The Little Mermaid. Obviously, I was wanting to get this released, because, this is like a rare, very rare edition of The Little Mermaid. This comes with a flounder, and this was one of them that was spliced open because it snapped. Yeah, that was unfortunate, but the tape still works very good. Oh crap, on the top here, but The Little Mermaid's a very good movie. Yeah, I had to do that because it snapped. But it's still working very fine. It still plays. It still works. It still does good and everything. Little Mermaid Japanese VHS is still working. It still plays good. And then next we got, after that this is like my 2002 one, because I have too many 2002 ones, but this was from Retro Games Japan, and my mom would more likely got the Black Diamond one, but instead she got me this version. I'm just fine owning this release. Yeah. This subtitled version for $3 on eBay if you want to get that. It's the 96 version, which I don't have. And then yeah. And then next we have my first lot of 10, and this had 6 in it. And yeah, and that movie is, and I got another copy of Peter Pan, but this one's from 91. Yeah, finally, yeah, I did get a Black Diamond one, because I wanted a Black Diamond version of this, and just glad ending off the new year, yeah, with this. And The Little Mermaid, hold on, I forgot to show you. This is my oldest one, but this is a Japanese dub. Little Mermaid Japanese dub. Little Mermaid, Peter Pan, Mickey's Once Upon Christmas, and yeah, Beauty and the Beast and stuff. And the other ones, the other ones were all Japanese dubs after Hercules. All of them were Japanese dubs until this next bilingual I'm gonna show you in a few more tapes. Yeah, and then yeah. And then this next one here is Lion King 2 Simba's Pride. I was waiting to get this one. Now I'm just happy I own it. I'm still trying to watch it. I'm still finishing it. Still wanting to finish it. God, there's scratches on the case. I don't know why those are there. Then, and then after that, I'm gonna show you, I got Pocahontas, Disney's Pocahontas 2. Lion King, Simba's Pride is Japanese dub. This is a Japanese dub. Yeah, this is one of the other ones that have inserts and smells like a hospital on the sticker. Yeah, if you ever go to the hospital and that's what it smells like, and this is pretty much what this smells like. I can't tell you how. I can't describe it because smells are impossible to describe, but it's more like hand sanitizer or hospital smell. It smells like hand sanitizer. I think they rubbed it with hand sanitizer. I think they rubbed their labels with hand sanitizer and stuff back in '99 to prevent mold growing on them. Yeah. Prevent like too much mold or moisture growing or peeling off or something. That's what they coat them in, I believe. I think they coat them in like something like. And then this next one here is another Sleeping Beauty, and it's bilingual. One of the and I'm gonna tell you, fine. Since the Tarzan and Hercules are the ones I didn't get that didn't replace with Japanese dub yet. Well, I got a Japanese dub of Sleeping Beauty in the mail, so there you go. I only telling you one of the tapes out of the 6 I'm getting in the mail, but I'm not describing the others. And then next is that subtitled one, and yes, Snow White. This is subtitled. The Sleeping Beauty is in bilingual. The Snow White is subtitled in Japanese. Holy shit. Yeah, one of the first 10 tapes I showed you in this video is what I'm getting in subtitled. And yeah, the last up in that lot, was Toy Story, Japanese dub. The one I was originally wanting the most, and that's that Little Mermaid. Sold a week before Thanksgiving, which I thought it would sold, but surprisingly got for Christmas. And I also was gonna get that lot of 6, but that original Sleeping Beauty wasn't in that lot of 6. It was that Peter Pan Black Diamond I showed you. And yeah, and the Toy Story was the one I wanted the most, but I got in trouble. And that's when I talked about I'm gonna talk about one of my videos of a prank that my literature teacher found out, and yeah. And that was the reason why, I'm not gonna tell you what I done, but it was some prank I did. And the prank it did it can tell people who done it, and it told Mrs. Cart, and I got suspended for it, and yeah. But yeah. And the next, not just that, I also got Toy Story and bilingual. This is also in a lot with this next tape I got. Because I thought I was going to have to get this Toy Story from Japan. And same with this next tape I'm going to show you, which I really do love so much. And it's one of my favorite Disney Pixar movies of all time. Toy Story 2. I'm just very happy this was on VHS. But I'm still looking for that Korean 2005 version. Which someone got for a English subtitled one for $25 on eBay. Which is, yeah, just excited. That I found out that there was an English subtitled one of Toy Story 2 from 2005 in South Korea. So yeah, and there's a Korean dub one for $120 plus shipping on eBay right now. Want to get that or not? Like, yeah. The next tape I have here, this next one here, was it one I was also wanting to get, but it was a Pixar one too, and this is A Bug's Life. Yes, this one isn't perfect condition in every single way. Oh crap, I forgot one more tape to show you. Alright, so I didn't splice the label, but I had to open it because it snapped. But this is, I got this one after The Little Mermaid and shit, and that's Fantasia. This one's Japanese dub, and I shouldn't have gotten the Japanese dub, because it was weird. As you can see here, it's a little bit, like, crooked and stuff, because I had to open it up, just so I can, like, put the film strip back on. Look. And the thing is blue, surprisingly. It's a Japanese dub. Yeah. Also, yeah, it's paper. Yeah, and in February, I was also going to get, the Great Mouse Detective, but I could not because I kept getting suspended. And, yeah, it was coming from a Japanese seller, and it was a Japanese dub. So, yeah, I wish I had that one in my collection also. Yeah. Because if it ever, yeah, and it was a guy that took stuff off eBay and puts it back on. And if I ever see it come back, I'm going to buy it. Pretty much, hopefully. Yeah. Next tape, yeah. This is in perfect shape. And I'm going to show you the inserts first. It's a reversible cover also. You can have different, like, you can have like 30 different characters. Yeah, instead of them, like, releasing, all 5 covers for each language, saying you want to have Flick for bilingual, have a Dot for bilingual, have Hopper for a subtitle, and have Heimlich for a dub, and have Hopper for a dub. But that wasn't like that in Japan, because they did things differently with the character covers. Well, Flick was a Japanese dub. Flick was Japanese for the Japanese dub. Princess Dot was for the subtitled, and Francis was for the subtitled versions of it. And rather, Heimlich and Hopper were for probably the second release during that time, where they didn't sell them in this clear cases, no reversible artwork. It was Flick, Hopper, the other characters, like, yeah, Japanese dub for Hopper, bilingual for Hopper, stuff like that. You have all 5 characters for dubbed, bilingual, and subtitled, I believe. I don't know how the subtitled versions were, but I seen one for Flick in that case. But yeah. Next up, we have is this is a super rare one. Absolutely, yeah, Black Cauldron. It came from that seller who had that that Winnie the Pooh VHS, which you've seen sold. And I'm not telling you if it was me or not, but I did buy something else from that dude. But I'm not telling you if I bought that Winnie the Pooh or not. But 75% chance I pretty much did, or it's 25% chance I did it. I'm guessing it's 75. I do not know. Alright. Yeah, next up we have is what is also called in Japan stylish cat, heuristic cat. Forgot to say Bernard and Bianca and Bianca and Bernard, or Bernard, Bianca Bernard, Save the Golden Eagle, were the Japanese titles for Rescuers and Rescuers Down Under. Yeah, got this from Japan, from Harborland, because I couldn't find this. It was a rare tape, and it was coming from Japanese sellers. And yeah, so I angrily had to buy it from a Japanese seller, and it was uncomfortable, but yeah, it got eaten up near the end. Yeah, and this next one's one of the rarest ones I own. Yes, The Incredibles. Yeah, that was one of my last tapes. For a very long time. Until I bought these two. I was on the Michigan trip, which you've seen in that Michigan video. I had the Michigan VHS update video, and I'm going to show you the tapes. Which are these Let's Play Hand Games tapes, which, or I don't know the show's name. This one's in super back edition, that I need to put it in like a clamshell. I might need new tape for this one. And here's volume 2. I know there's volume 3, but I believe it was sold or they didn't have it. Yeah, they didn't have volume 3, but these are the 2 I have. These are both Japanese tapes, and yeah, found these at I found these at Static Tape Video in Michigan, Muscatine, Michigan. 5.5 hours away, which is very weird and very scary. Yeah, that had to be one of the most scariest trips I ever went. Because I knew how far I went. And yeah. And then, yeah, these next 2 tapes are a bit rare, but still a tiny bit common. These tapes are still rare to this day. And these are, this one's a Goofy movie. Yes, this was on my want list for a bit. Finally have it. I'm just happy I own this one. And yeah, and the coolest thing about the coolest and weirdest thing about that tape is I thought the songs were gonna be dubbed in Japanese, but they're not. And Incredibles is dubbed. The Aristocats was dubbed. This Goofy movie is dubbed. Even though it's a dub, it's still, the songs are still English, except for a few, like where the Max and Goofy songs, which are On the Open Road. It was dubbed in Japanese, and No One Else Like You, or whatever it was called, is in Japanese. And this Goofy movie, yeah, the Japanese title for it was Goofy. A Goofy movie. Holidays are the best in Japan. Yeah, and you guys know this character's name, Roxanne, if you ever fall in love with her or Max. Yeah, that's what he made him famous. Next up, the three caballeros. Hold on. What? Sorry about that, but we got, three caballeros. Yep. And lastly is that is one more subtitled version. And that is that Bridget Fonda Assassin VHS from Japan. This is the dubbed version. This is the dub. And yes, that's gonna be it for this update. This collection video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.